Alright, so what we're going to do is put the head back in. Alright, so from here, I have my ribbon cables plugged in securely. Make sure they're not tilted, and all the little connectors match up with the silver connectors on the actual ribbon cables. So when I'm putting this back in, I grip it from this side right here, and I catty corner it, so that way I'm pushing it from the back forward, because it's spring loaded. Once I get it in here, kind of push it forward and it drops down into place. Alright? So then up underneath here, I'll grip it by both sides, and then I'll push from the top as well, making sure that it's nice and seated at its lowest position. Once it's at its lowest position, I pinch it and hold it there pretty tight. Then over on the side here with the lever, I push it down until it gets about thumb tight. So it basically butts up to this little screw that's on the carriage. All right, and it keeps it parallel, not overly tight, and go from there. So then I can let go. It's going to be a little bit lower than the mark that was on there, but I make sure that it's not popped up in the back. Then I'll install my white dampers, making sure to be really careful that they do not drip on the ribbon cables. Line up all the posts with the openings on the dampers, and just loosely push it down until they get snug. And I'll start with my yellow damper and work my way to the black.
That's my hand anyway.
Nah. Blue. And last but not least, black. Okay, so then when I'm feeding my retainer bar back over, if I need to, I can push it down here in the middle a little bit to give it a little bit of a bow. Okay? So that way it's going to sit a little bit lower. Feed it through, get it up underneath those ribbon cables. Alright. Once I have it there, make sure that it fits snugly down on there. I will start with my long clip first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pinch both the head and my bracket here at the same time and get it started. Once I get it started, then I can worry about making sure that it's nice and tight on there. Alright, so then I'll pinch the top of the bracket and the bottom of the head to make sure it's as low as possible, then tighten it up. Once I have that side tight, do the same thing over here. Pinch it from the top, making sure that the head stays in there and in its lowest position. That way I can push this side down, pinch that together, the bracket and the casing there, and then put in my last thumb screw. And before I tighten it completely down, I'll take my thumbnail and kind of push this down, so that way it's kind of flush, and then tighten it up the rest of the way. If you've done properly, these dampers should be nice and snug, and they'll stay completely upright and straight.
Yeah.
Looking underneath, it's completely flush. Have a little ink sticking down, I'll just rub that off. So you notice there that it makes like a little ridge right here. So that way it's low in the back and low in the front. All right.
That is it.
Oh.